And welcome to A Course in Miracles workbook lesson 194 in our Year of Miracles. I'm going to jump right into today's lesson. Workbook lesson 194 in A Course in Miracles is I place the future in the hands of God. Today's idea takes another step toward quick salvation, and a giant stride it is indeed. So great the distance is that it encompasses, it sets you down just short of heaven, with the goal in sight and obstacles behind. Your foot has reached the lawns that welcome you to heaven's gate, the quiet place of peace, where you await with certainty the final step of God. How far are we progressing now from earth? How close are we approaching to our goal? How short the journey still to be pursued? Accept today's idea, and you have passed all anxiety, all pits of hell, all blackness of depression, thoughts of sin, and devastation brought about by guilt. Accept today's idea, and you have released the world from all imprisonment by loosening the heavy chains that locked the door to freedom on it. You are saved, and your salvation thus becomes the gift you give the world, because you have received. In no one instant is depression felt, or pain experienced, or loss perceived. In no one instant can sorrow be set upon a throne and worshipped faithfully. In no one instant can one even die. And so each instant given unto God in passing, with the next one given him already, is a time of your release from sadness, pain, and even death itself. God holds your future as he holds your past and present. They are one to him, and so they should be one to you. Yet in this world, the temporal progression still seems real. And so you are not asked to understand the lack of sequence really found in time. You are but asked to let the future go and place it in God's hands. And you will see by your experience that you have laid the past and present in his hands as well, because the past will punish you no more, and future dread will now be meaningless. Release the future, for the past is gone, and what is present, freed from its bequest of grief and misery, of pain and loss, becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions, where it runs its pitiless, inevitable course. Then is each instant which was slave to time transformed into a holy instant, when the light that was kept hidden in God's Son is freed to bless the world. Now is he free, and all his glory shines upon a world made free with him to share his holiness. If you can see the lesson for today as the deliverance it really is, you will not hesitate to give as much consistent effort as you can to make it be part of you. As it becomes a thought that rules your mind, a habit in your problem-solving repertoire, a way of quick reaction to temptation, you extend your learning to the world. And as you learn to see salvation in all things, so will the world perceive that it is saved. What worry can beset the one who gives his future to the loving hands of God? What can he suffer? What can cause him pain or bring experience of loss to him? What can he fear? And what can he regard except with love? For he who has escaped all fear of future pain has found his way to present peace and certainty of care the world can never threaten. He is sure that his perception may be faulty, but will never lack correction. He is free to choose again when he has been deceived, to change his mind when he has made mistakes. Place then your future in the hands of God, for thus you call the memory of him to come again, replacing all your thoughts of sin and evil with the truth of love. Think you the world could fail to gain thereby, and every living creature not respond with a healed perception? Who entrusts himself to God has also placed the world within the hands to which he has himself appealed for comfort and security. He lays aside the sick illusions of the world along with his and offers peace to both. Now are we saved indeed, for in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure that only good can come to us. If we forget, we will be gently reassured. If we accept an unforgiving thought, it will soon be replaced by love's reflection. And if we are tempted to attack, we will appeal to him who guards our rest to make the choice for us that leaves temptation far beyond. No longer is the world our enemy, for we have chosen that we be its friend. And that is it for today, guys. That is today's lesson in A Course in Miracles. And what does it really mean? I place the future in the hands of God. Well, I have a story to share with you because I did this very thing. I was in a situation in my life where, I don't really want to go into a lot of details with it. A lot of you know a lot about my history, right? So I was in a situation where I just was feeling like things were not fair and that I had given a lot to create a certain kind of relationship with someone, and that relationship was no longer a friendly relationship. And I was so upset because I felt that it wasn't fair and it was hurting a lot of people that I loved and deeply cared about. And it was very frustrating. And this had been going on and on and on for months and now years. And, and I kept trying, well, maybe if I do this, maybe if I show this person that this, and I give and give and give, and I sacrifice and sacrifice, and I try to make everybody happy, then maybe this relationship will be healed. So I did everything, short of doing backflips and handstands, and maybe I would have even done that actually to try to make this a happy relationship. And it just wasn't going to happen. And I got down on my knees and I just started to cry. And I thought, this is just so unfair. I've just tried everything I could do to make this a loving, beautiful relationship. And I just thought, this is just not fair. And I said, okay, I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything to fix this. And there's nothing else I can do. I don't know what to do. So I gave it away, right? I placed it in the hands of God. And I literally put my sneakers on and went for a run down by a river where I used to go all the time to kind of clear my mind. And I went for a run. And then as I was jogging, a few minutes into the run, I got my mind to a place of peace. And all of a sudden this voice, the voice of God is what they call it, which is in my own voice, right? I'm just hearing it from my higher perspective, my higher self, because we all know that the way to reach God is by going inside, right? Because we are part of the mind of God, that one mind of God. So I would hear this voice, which is my voice, but coming from the voice of the one mind of God. And the voice said, you need do nothing. And I thought, really? It never occurred to me before that I need do nothing. And the answer was, let it go. Let go, let God. This is not yours to fix. And boy, I'll tell you, I knew at that moment that that was the right answer, because this weight had just lifted off of my shoulders, this weight that had been weighing me down for the last couple of years, and this was years ago. It just had been weighing me down, and it just, you need do nothing. You let this go, put it in the hands of God, and everything will be fine. And that's exactly what I did. I let it go. I no longer let it affect me and, affect how I was feeling about it, which then improved my relationships with the people that I thought this was hurting, which, is neither here nor there, but that was part of that result. And then within a couple of years, the whole situation worked itself out and everything was fine. And, it really, when you do that, when you let go and let God and try not to fix something that's not yours to fix, right? Sometimes, we say man plans, God laughs, right? Because we don't know what the future holds. We don't know what all of these little intricate things are creating in the rest of the the lives or the world or whatever is going on. So, we try to fix and control because we see that it's hurting certain people. But, in the end, all of these things make sense and all of the things that are happening make sense. So if we just let go, let God, place the future in the hands of God, that way you don't have to worry about the past. You don't have to worry about the future, and just be in the present moment and share that love and that peace that you find in that present moment with everyone. And that's where the miracles happen. That's where you see the miracles show up in your life. Because Course in Miracles says when miracles are natural and when they do not occur, something has gone wrong, which usually means you have aligned with fear instead of love. And in that moment in my life, I was aligning with fear, right? I was aligning with worry, and it's not fair, and someone has done this thing against me, and now I'm going to hold a grievance, right? So all of those things that create more fear and more worry and more anxiety, just let that go. Place the future in the hands of God, and it always works out exactly as it should, and in the best interest for everyone involved. So it takes the weight off of your shoulders, right? Like, I don't need to run the world anymore. I can put that in the hands of God. He's got that. I've got that. My higher self, which is in the mind of God, right, has got that. It's just my ego that wants to hold on to it. I just need to let go my ego, right? I'm sure you've heard that before. And align with love and just let things take care of it itself, right? So that's today's lesson, of Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 194. Great to see all of you here this morning. Nice to see all of you here on the live feed in this beautiful Saturday morning. Hi, honey. Nice to see you here this morning. Good morning, Pam. Hey, Edmund. Good to see you here. Hey, Nami. Great to see you. Hi, Claire. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Colette. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning from Tarmac. Heading your way. Ooh, nice. You're heading down to Florida. That's wonderful. To your son and family. Oh, have a safe trip. Good morning, Tom. Great to see you. Hi, Paula. Nice to see you here this morning. Hi, Ara. Great to see you on the live feed. Oh, you're welcome, Colette. Thank you for joining every day. Good morning, Vanessa. Hey, Alicia. Good to see you here. Hi, Vera. Hey, George. Good to see you watching on the live feed this morning. Easier said than done. Yeah, but that's why we practice, right, Nami? It is easier said than done, but if we don't try to do it, then we'll never do it, right? So that's why we practice A Course in Miracles. That's why we set our intention in the morning so that we can try to remember to place the future in the hands of God, because our ego really wants to hold on to that, right? Let it go. Let it go. Good morning, Parul. Great to see you here this morning. Yes, that's right. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning, everyone. So I hope you enjoy this lesson today, and I would love to see what's coming up for you, right? So feel free to share in this group on this feed, or you can jump over to our private Facebook group. We've got a private Facebook group, A Year in Miracles, if you feel more comfortable sharing in a supportive environment. But honestly, I find that a lot of people are very supportive of this. So great to have such a supportive group of like-minded people here just sharing love today. So have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow morning for our next live A Course in Miracles workbook lesson. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.